So, you're in the market for a room heater. You know the feeling, right? You're staring at all these options, getting conflicting advice, and you've got this nagging suspicion you might be about to overpay. Well, in this explainer, we're going to cut through all of that noise and help you find the absolute perfect heater to keep you warm and cozy this winter.
I mean, let's be real about the problem. Your friend tells you to just grab a cheap one, but another friend swears by their super fancy model. Then you walk into a store and the shopkeeper seems, well, a little too eager to push the one that makes them the most money, not necessarily the one that's right for you.
But hey, don't worry, we're going to turn all that confusion into confidence. We'll start with the buying dilemma itself. Then we'll break down the 3 main types of heaters. After that, we'll figure out which one is perfect for you, run through a smart buyer's checklist, and then finish up with some awesome pro tips.
Okay, let's dive right in. The biggest risk here is a mismatch, plain and simple. You might only need a basic, budget-friendly heater, but you get talked into buying this expensive, premium model that's just complete overkill for your needs. The whole goal is to match the tool to the job. Look, your money is hard-earned, and the goal here is to spend it wisely. This isn't just about saving a few bucks, it's about making a smart, informed decision so you actually get the comfort and the warmth you're paying for. So to make that smart decision, you first have to understand the players in the game. The entire room heater market really just boils down to 3 main types. Once you get these, trust me, you are halfway to making the perfect choice.
First up, we've got the radiant heater. I like to think of this one as your own personal mini sun. It uses infrared rays to heat you and the objects around you directly. It doesn't bother heating the air. That's why you get that instant, focused warmth right where you need it. It's absolutely perfect for personal use.
Next is the fan, or convection heater. The best way to think about this, it's literally like a hairdryer for your room. It's got a heating coil and a fan that sucks in cool air, heats it up, and then blows that warm air out, circulating it to warm up the entire space. It's a really popular choice for small to medium-sized rooms. And finally, we have the oil-filled heater. This one works just like a classic radiator. Electricity heats up a special oil that's sealed inside, and then the metal fins radiate that heat out into the room. It's known for this gentle, consistent warmth that doesn't dry out the air, and, this is key, it stays warm long after you turn it off.
Okay, putting them all side by side like this makes the trade-offs crystal clear, right? The radiant heater, instant heat but only where you're sitting. The fan heater warms the whole room fast, but it loses that heat just as quickly and can dry out the air. And then you've got the oil-filled heater, slow to start, but it gives you that excellent, long-lasting, comfortable heat without messing with the humidity. This chart, this is really the heart of your decision. So, with all those pros and cons in your back pocket, how do you actually decide? Let's figure out which one of these is the perfect match for you and your home.
Choosing the right heater really just comes down to answering 3 simple questions. First, how big is your room? Second, what you actually need the heat for. Is it quick warmth while you work, or steady heat all night long? And third, who's in your home? The answer totally changes if you have kids, pets, or elderly family members around. So here's how it breaks down. If you're just sitting at a desk and need personal warmth, a radiant heater is perfect. It's fast and focused. For heating up an entire small or medium-sized room, a fan heater is a great quick option. But for a large room, or if you need safe, consistent heat all night, especially with kids or elderly folks, the oil-filled heater is, without a doubt, the best choice for the job. Okay, so once you've picked the right type of heater, you're almost at the finish line. But before you pull out your wallet, there are a few non-negotiable features you have to look for, no matter which model you're considering. And the absolute #1 top priority is safety. We're talking about an appliance that generates a lot of heat and runs on electricity. There is zero room for compromise here. Safety first, always. So here are the key safety features to look for. Tip-over protection is a must. It means the heater shuts off if it gets knocked over. Overheat protection is an auto cutoff that stops it from getting dangerously hot. A cool touch body is critical if you have kids or pets, and so is a safety grill over the heating element. Honestly, I wouldn't even consider a heater that doesn't have these. Now this is a technical detail, but it is incredibly important. Most heaters, especially any over 1,000 watts, need a heavy-duty 16-amp power socket. If you plug one of these into a standard 5-amp socket, you're risking a fire or a short circuit, so please always check your sockets. And beyond those absolute safety essentials, keep an eye out for these features. Match the wattage to your room size. An adjustable thermostat is a must-have for both comfort and for saving electricity.
Always look for that ISI mark for quality assurance and stick with a reputable brand that offers at least a 1-year warranty.
All right, you're pretty much an expert now. So to wrap things up, let's just cover a couple of simple but really effective pro tips to make sure you get the most comfortable experience possible from your new heater. Here are 2 really useful tips. If you end up going with a fan heater, which, can dry out the air, just place a small bowl of water in the room. It'll evaporate naturally and help maintain the humidity. And with any heater, it's always a good idea to keep a window or door cracked just a little for ventilation. It keeps the air from getting stale.
There's a famous saying that is especially true for room heaters. The cheap weeps again and again. The expensive weeps but once. Investing in a quality model, especially a durable oil-filled heater, might feel like more money up front, but believe me, it can save you a ton of money and headaches in the long run.
So now you have the complete framework to choose with total confidence. The only question left is what matters most to you. Is it the instant personal warmth of a radiant heater, the fast whole-room heating of a fan model, or the safe, sustained, long-term value of an oil-filled radiator? The smart choice is now yours to make.